Hey, it's JC1424 once again with Gran Turismo 4! And in this episode of our GT mode playthrough, part 86, we're doing another Japanese event. Actually, the last one that we can do right now, because it requires the IB license, and there's another one that requires the IA license, but we'll get to that one whenever we can. But last episode we did the Crossfire Trophy, and that was a one-make event in Chrysler, and for completing that, they gave us this Dodge Viper GTSR concept, which was probably part of the developmental stages of the GTSR race car. Or maybe it came afterwards because they needed a road version of the darn thing. But anyhow, they gave us a Dodge because it's Chrysler and Dodge are partnered companies, whatever. Let me show you guys what we're doing in this one. We go to Japanese events. There's the one that requires the IAA license. It's a 10-race championship, JGTC, and all that good stuff. That'll be one of the great things to be ending off the series with later on. But we're doing the Japanese 90s Challenge today. It requires the A license. It's 5 single races. And each race will pay 3,000 credits to win. So that puts us a 15,000 credit budget. It says production cars only. I just tried to start recording this video a while ago. And I was going to say that the only Japanese cars I have from the 90s are race cars and rally cars. Well, I went to the used dealership to buy an old Japanese car, and I didn't buy a Japanese car. I bought this right here, an Infiniti G20, and I realized very quickly, Infiniti is not Japanese, it is American. I am so fucking retarded, I hate this shit. So, there is a much better option that I just didn't go with though, that is right on the budget, before it's too late. Go all the way down here. It's the Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4 Turbo from 1995. Yeah, it's right on the budget. 15,100 credits, and it's got 276 horsepower. It's four-wheel drive, so that's going to be something you have to adapt to. We don't drive very many four-wheel drive cars. But does it make me really fucking dumb to think Infiniti is Japanese? It doesn't sound American. I think I see some Infiniti cars on the road these days. But I just assume it's Japanese because I see way more Chevy, Ford, Dodge, and crap. But yeah, this is what we're going to be getting. And it's kind of like that same UV blue that I got the 06 Eclipse in. But this is an older car and all that stuff. And I guess it's another opportunity to drive another Mitsubishi. So here's the car that I bought for no fucking reason. I thought, hey, maybe we'll finally drive an Infiniti. We never do. There's no one-make races for Infiniti. This is our chance. And it's not Japanese. 1998. That is the year I was born. Well, we'll get a little bit of money back for that. I just remembered we don't even need this car anymore. I had to keep it around so I could make the thumbnail because I forgot to do that when I was recording the video. But yeah, we'll get 8,000 back for that. So I guess we are getting back to what I just spent all on that freaking Infiniti G20. So that's nice. But I was going to have to sell this car anyway, so in hindsight, no. Now, let's head into the GT Auto. A second time. For me, at least. I gave that G20 an oil change and couldn't even use it. Yeah, just like always, the freaking oil looks like crap. It's dark greenish brown. We're gonna click on this and he's gonna do his thing. Oh shit! He's crawling out the back end of the car again. I wonder if how the oil change goes is based off of what kind of car it is or something. I can tune this car at the tuner village. That's interesting. But mainly we're gonna do our stuff in Japan, I guess, because it's closer to Japanese events. Before I even put anything new on this car, I want to see how it does, from the get-go. I don't want to put anything on there that's not worth it. I want to see if I can get as many A-spec points as possible. Okay, we met all the qualifications. It's a 95 car, and it's a production car. Got the standard tires on it or whatever. It's probably got sports tires. Almost every car in here comes with sports tires instead of standard tires. Our first race is 3 laps at Apricot Hill Raceway Forward. Dude! What? I got this car and it had 276 horsepower. Now it's got 316. That is a 40 horsepower gain. All I did was get an oil change. And then, of course, it always increases whenever I get the car. I don't know why it does just for the hell of it, but the oil change. I guess it makes sense. The higher horsepower the car has, the more the increase is going to be. It's like a multiple or some shit. Oh yeah, I'm turning off the driving aids like always. Oh my fuck nuggets. It's a Honda Prelude festival. Prelude. They got a Honda Civic and a Mitsubishi Mirage. At least I'm not the only Mitsubishi. I think I have a way better car than everybody, don't I? They don't. It's a 19-point race. You gotta bring a car that meets the criteria or whatever the hell. Oh damn, no burnout even. I'm just gonna fly the hell around these guys. Man, it's a good thing I know an event coming up that'll pay 200 A-spec points each damn race because this game is such a stupid hack. Because this shit sucks. I try to get A-spec points. I try to not buy upgrades to my car I didn't need. And this is what happens. I specifically don't do that. As we come off the final corner of the first lap, I've got a 4-second lead or some shit. It was just like 2 seconds for a while. Man, I should have just not even got the damn oil change. I'd have less horsepower in that scenario. This fucking game. I just don't get how this can be an A license event and then they bring, like, no license required or B license kind of cars. Okay, next up is 4 laps at Grand Valley East, reverse. I think we've been going to the full version of the track quite a bit lately. That and forward. Huh? What? 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 You are fucking shitting me. That makes no fucking sense. I bought an Infiniti G20 from 1990. And whenever I got to the thing, it said I couldn't use that car! It said I could not use that car! Bitch motherfucker is using that car! What the fuck?! I am sane. I am sane, I promise. I am sane. There's nothing wrong in here. I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. I am. as we head under these Michelin and Shell gates of sorts. Interesting ways to advertise. I don't know exactly what they're for. I'm going to go into this first corner again. Take the lead. Damn, you brake for that corner really early. You figured they would brake even later than me because they're driving inferior cars. Why does my car not want to finish this corner? It did that last time. You know, they probably let it slide for him because he's Japanese. So they're like, you know what? Fine. But I'm American, so I have to be in specifically a Japanese car. I think it's bogus. Total freaking bogus. Next up is 3 laps at the Twin Ring Motegi East Short Course. We haven't raced this one in a long time. We used to go here all the time whenever we started the series. Oh my god. Stop it. Stop bringing that car here. You're pissing me off. Okay, we got a couple Civics. We got a Starlet Glanza. That's a weird name for a car. They got a Lancer Evo GSR from 92 starting up front. I think that might actually make this A-spec point rating. Yeah, it's 40. Last time was 38. Okay, it's going up. I'm not too overpowered. I think a Lancer Evo is typically a car that's almost on my level. All these other cars here, not really. You know, does this game ever want us to use an Infiniti? I feel like the brand is in the game, but they specifically don't want us to drive that car. Because whenever I do an American event, I don't think, oh, let's use an Infiniti. You know, I'm thinking Infiniti and beyond. Like Ford, Chevy, Dodge. And there's the Celine S7. And there's Pontiac. I never did anything with Pontiac. And you can't take the Australian FPV cars into American events, although you should be. I never see the AI do that whenever we do American events. Randomly, out of nowhere, we get this blurred line that you've never seen before. It's like, you know, it's not too big of a deal. Go ahead and race with it. But they let them do that. They don't let me do that. I'm so confused. They play on different rules. I mean, they've been doing that all game. Well, not all game. In specific circumstances, it's like, you know, they know more about what to bring to the competition than me. And then I know nothing, and I have to find out along the way. And there's instances where we're all driving the same car. And you could tell that at some tracks, you know, they have the same car as you, and then they're all running the same. And then another track, they're just way better. Like, they're programmed to just run way better. And then there's the special condition events where just terrible, inflicting a lot of emotional pain on me. Yeah, we're going to get to the lead within just the first lap of the race. I wasn't able to do that last time, but I'm clearly able to do it this time. I think I'm better at driving this track than I am at the other track. We're going to get this run off the hairpin. Why are you taking so long to go all the way to the left side? Like, are you trying to block me or what? Oh my god, I am hearing some loud vehicle outside. I think typically y'all can hear that in the face cam recording. So, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. What the hell was that? I don't know if it was a motorcycle or what. I mean, it's 11:30 at night. Why are you driving a motorcycle this late? That's not safe. Stop it. I'm surprised to see whatever that white car is that's 12 seconds behind have taken second from the Lancer Evo. I thought that was my best competition. I don't even remember what that white car is. But, you know, since we're driving a Mitsubishi right now that I think of it, how in the hell did they get a Mitsubishi Eclipse from 2006 in this game? I mean, of course, it's a Japanese game and they have connections, but the Japanese version of this game came out in late 2004. And then the American and European versions were like early 2005, so I still don't get it. I'm not complaining. I love the Eclipse so much. It's one of my dream cars. I just don't get it. Alright, fourth race of this event is 3 laps at Special Stage Route 5 Reverse. So this is the full version of the track, not Clubman Stage Route or whatever. Okay, up front we have a Mazda MX-5 Miata from the same year as our car, 1995. We got a CRX Del Sol, a Starlet Glanza again. A Mazda starting fourth. I think that was a car that was available in the early 90s dealership that I got my car from, but I kind of just glossed over it. Then we got another Honda Sir, but that's a Civic. What is Sir? And why is it written like that? Capital S, lowercase I, capital R. The A-spec rating just keeps going up. Get better and better cars. What's the good car here? What is the car here that was better than anything from the last race and the race before that? And whatever it is, I can handle it. So far, I've been able to pass everyone in the first lap, if not shortly after the first lap is complete. Oh my god. Every time we come to this track, we start a race and the screen gets shaky and it's fucking psycho. I think we've done more races reverse of this track than we have forward. But correct me if I'm wrong, it just feels like that at this point. Like I've gone through that straight the other direction so many damn times. No, I mean the direction we're going in at this time, not the other direction. But you get the point. Okay, I'm already up to fourth, and then the red car is second. Is it the Miata? This is an S special type blah 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 blah. Does that make it like a really badass car? I'm just throwing my car into the wall, preventing it from actually being a badass car. We can't be doing that. The four-wheel drive really helps this car. It feels very light, but it's slippery and soapy and sluggish. It's like it just slides into almost everything. Gotta have perfect angle, and I gotta time whenever I hit the brakes and get off the gas, otherwise the car gets discomforted and shit. I don't think the car actually feels things, but I get to see you're disoriented trying to feel what the car is going to do next. I mean, look at this, the way the back end just into the fucking corner. I mean, I'm still catching this guy. We're still projected to pass him before the end of this first lap. And watch as we go to this corner. Typically, they don't go that fast through here. And he is, though. Okay, he's tapping the brakes now. Okay, this is why he's tapping the brakes. Let me go towards the wall. Kind of drafting with him. Nah, he's going to lead the first lap. But just like at Grand Valley, East, Reverse, or whatever, we should be passing him going into this first corner. But wouldn't you say that it feels like we've gone down this stretch in this direction more than we have the other way? Okay, here we go. We're passing him. And he's going to try to run me into the inside wall. You can keep trying, but you're just going to make my corner better. Oh, he's going to push me into the outside wall. I think that car is smaller and is made to handle better than this thing. I mean, that's why the MX-5 is so popular. But it's still not as powerful as what I'm driving, obviously. This is like a standard 276 horsepower car. That thing is usually like early 200s in horsepower. I'm sorry, I just can't stop thinking about the fact that they put this criteria of which cars can race for you and for them, and they let them, but not you. And you can think about all the stuff where the AI don't race you fairly, and things where the events are so out of balance and stuff, but it's so weird to me that they can, but not you. I swear it's all the same person putting all this stuff in place. Like, how? How do they do that? I swear to God, I'm in the Twilight Zone. This makes no sense. I don't understand how they could fuck that up. Or even worse, do it on purpose. But our last race in the Japanese 90s challenge is Fuji Speedway 90s. Who'da thunk? And our final lineup is the Mazda MX-5 Miata S Special Type. Again, just like last time, starting first. Toyota Celica SS. Toyota Starlet Glanza, Honda Civic Sir Second. Sir the Second. Chivalry is not dead. And then a Mitsubishi Eclipse GT from 1995. The model that introduced me into the car. Because of Need for Speed Underground, like I already said. 44-point race. Well, then that leads me to believe that it was not the Mazda Miata that made the last race 50. But wouldn't you agree? Because that car is here and it's not 50. I don't know, maybe it's a collective of all the freaking cars. I have no idea how this shit works. I figure whatever car is the best determines A-spec rating. But I'm gonna go into the first corner. I'm trying to pass him. He's giving me a little room. Now he's not. Yeah, your typical Fuji Speedway shit. All I need to do is have a car that can start okay. I go into the first corner, and then I pass every single fucking one of them. You know, we've been to Fuji Speedway 90s and 80s a fair number of times. And I'm getting tired of it. We still have a very long endurance race to do here. I would really like to race the 2005 version more often. I feel like we've only been there like twice in the actual playing of the game. Of course, I've been here for extended footage, but that's not the same thing. You know, I see this every time I race here, by the way, and I never talk about it. Those really, really low resolution hills that are in the first corner. I mean, this game is known for its realism and its beauty, and then you got that. What the fuck? And the prize car for the Japanese 90s challenge, it's a Nismo 400R from 1996. Damn, I didn't even remember this gorgeous thing even being in the game. But it frickin' rocks. I would love to try using that here. Probably way better than the car I'm already using. Okay, hold on real quick. I want to see something. It says Nismo 400R. Doesn't say Nissan, but I figure it might be classified as one. I want to see something. Well, the tune shop for it is in Nissan, although it says Nismo, so that's a good site. I want to check the Nissan One Make races and see if I can use this in Race of the Red R emblem. Obviously, whenever I have the IA license, which I don't right now. But yeah, we can take this there. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. It has like 400 horsepower, but since it's requiring the IA license, they're probably going to super tune their shit. So I'll have a head start on that. I want to buy a car as it is. I can just take this there and then tune it up if I need to. Well, anyways, let's go ahead and sell this Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4 Turbo. Some people will probably say, oh, it's still special though. I think it's overrated, and I don't need it anymore. I have no reason to keep this car. Obviously, you can't say the same about that Nismo 400R, like I just said. We'll give this 3,800 credits. It's a used car, and it's a really old one, so I guess that's reasonable. And thank you guys for watching this episode of the GT Mode playthrough on Gran Turismo 4. We're at 64.1% game completion right now and 23,443 A-spec points. I guess tomorrow we can go do the Euro Hot Hatch League, something I've been putting off for a very long time. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.